Welcome back everyone, Staring from Staring Gaming here. Today, we're running the dungeon from the World of Draenor known as Bloodmaul Slag Mines on Mythic difficulty. So let's just jump right into it. Oh, I just sent that draining to death. Now, the reason I looted these iron horse scraps is because I actually have the building in my garrison known as the War Mill. This is pretty much straightforward, pretty fast dungeon. It's one of the first ones you could access in the Warlords of Draenor expansion.
Guards! Stop yapping! Start smashing!
Now,
My slaves! Those were Bloodmaul properties!
now you can go to either boss first, Magma Lordes, and Slave Watcher Crushto, but you really should go to the Slave Watcher first. We'll start here with him. Now the Crushto here has the ability to call in capture miners to the system. The abilities you want to watch out for is his Earth Clutch, which will summon up a spike of earth in front of him. Just move out of the way of it. If you don't, you'll get hit by it and be stunned for 3 seconds. Now, Ferocious Yell is a rage and it can be interrupted. It inflicts physical damage to enemies and increases the damage dealt by caster for 15% by 20 seconds. And it can weaken the will of the adds, aka the miners nearby. Now, while slam, he slams the ground, doing physical damage, knocking all enemies back. Crushing leap, he'll leap to a random enemy, smashing him to the ground, and ordering miners to attack to crush targets. Now, captured miners are forced to fight against their will, but some actually will turn to your side, noticing your faction. Now, the traumatic strike pummels the target, doing 100% weapon damage and causing them to take 5 additional damage for 6 seconds. It also causes you to bleed every 2 seconds.
Yeah, come here! I'll put you in chains!
Now, the reason we take out this boss first is, if you're looking for followers for your garrison, this is the one you want to grab. Once you beat the Slave Watcher, you can get Cromon here and start helping him out, because you need to take him to our next boss, who's the Magmo. And just simply keep him healed up during the run of this instance, because you need him to stay alive through all the instance now.
Can I help you?
Apparently I can increase the healing he takes from me too. And as you can see, he's going to go after ads if you're not careful.
You need something?
So, it's best to try to keep them away from him, or he will go and fight them. Now, you're able to skip a lot of the ads, like staying on one side. The ads that come running out here, you don't have to worry about. At least the ogres. Now, for this pool, you want to run all the way to the Magma Lord, taking all the ads with you. That way, you can kill them all in one shot.
I need to get closer.
Hey there.
Grant him another heal. Now, to actually get the boss to spawn, you gotta kill the Forge Master first. So let's get into it. Magmo here has 2 stages. Stage 1 is the Frantic Forge Master. Groda. He has Magma Barrage, which he basically launches magma and deals fire damage to anyone who's within the magma pool. He'll also summon up 2 elementals, 1 earth and 1 fire. Ruination, Servant of Earth, has Earth Shatter, which sends earthen shards to strike the ground, inflicting nature damage to all enemies within 5 yards of the impact point. These spikes radiate outward, dealing moderate nature damage to anyone they come in contact with. Now he also has Rough Smash. He'll smash the ground, inflicting physical damage to enemies within 10 yards in a frontal cone and stunning them. Calamity, the Servant of Flame ability is Dancing Flames. He'll instantly burn an enemy, inflicting fire damage every 2 for 6 seconds. If it's not dispelled, it will jump to a nearby enemy, or nearby player, more or less. Firestorm, he'll basically do a flame AoE that will do fire damage to everyone for 2 every 2 for 6 seconds. Scorch basically does fire damage to a random player. Now stage 2, once Gorda's been injured enough, the elemental magma will escape and kill him officially, and then you fight him. During that time, the elementals can still be up, the fire and earth. I believe the achievement for them is to actually defeat magma while they're still active. Now for Magmo, he has Withering Flame, which inflicts fire damage every 2 seconds. It also reduces attack, casting, move speed by 25. If it's not dispelled, it will ignite periodically another person with Choking Ashes, which inflicts fire damage but also reduces their attack, casting, and movement by 25. Slag Smash is he'll smash the ground, inflicting physical damage and stunning nearby players for 3 seconds. Molten Impact, he creates this near an enemy target, summoning a Molten Elemental, which will inflict fire damage to enemies near the center. The further you're away, the less damage you'll take. Now this Molten Elemental has Magma Barrage, which is basically him shooting magma up in the air and landing on spots, just avoid the hits. And Volcanic Tantrum is hot magma will erupt outward, causing fire damage to enemies that are in line. So let's get on to this, and I will show you why I need Crowman at this point as well. Apparently I killed him too fast for Earth or Fire Show.
Amongst boulders, I am a rock slag. I return to the earth.
And here comes Crowman with his little speech. Now he has a sword.
Greetings.
Which gives him a little bit extra attack damage, but you still need to pay. The healer should put him on focus if they're going for the run for this. Just to make sure he doesn't die to keep him alive. Like I said, you need him all the way to the final boss in order to get him as your follower. Now you can actually go around either way. If you go this way... Hold on, he's fighting another Amber. You gotta keep your eye on Crowman here. He does love to fight.
What can I do for you?
I need a target.
Now if you come this way, in this little magma pool, you'll come across a lava worm. Now, you come the other way, you can avoid Gasher, but you're still going to have to fight these ads here.
It's too far away.
But, what the heck, we're here. Go for it. Tell Kim out. You can come this way, it's just a bunch of ads. But if you go the other way, you fight a lava worm. Now, the next boss is here on the bridge, known as Rotal. He has 3 abilities, more or less. Fire Boulder, which he'll summon a fiery boulder that will do fire damage to all enemies in 8 yards of impact. It rolls forward to inflict fire damage to anyone in the path. And if you get hit by it, you get stunned for a sec. Heat Wave, he'll summon a deadly Heat Wave inflicting fire damage and pushing everyone back for 8 seconds. Now, Burning Slag, he'll throw Burning Slag that ignites all enemies within the target area, inflicting fire damage every second. During this fight, those boulders that come down will come forward, but then they also come back, so you need to pay attention to which order they fall. They'll fall on the right, the center, and the left. If you know how they fall, you'll be able to avoid them when they come rolling back towards the boss. Let's get into it. And apparently I one-shotted him again.
I'm out of range. It's too far away.
It will be a pleasure to break you.
Now you can pull this ad here separate. Then you gotta pull these 3 together.
What's your problem?
Now, Grithrock here is the last boss. Now his abilities are known as Molten Blast. They'll blast an enemy with Molten Slag, inflicting fire damage and giving him a stack of Golden Core. This will increase his damage by 50% for 1 minute, which he'll end up calling Molten Barrage once he has 3 stacks. Now Molten Core is a magic effect which can be dispelled. Molten Blast can be interrupted. Now if he gets to 3 stacks, his Molten Barrage, which he'll explode with molten energy, inflicting fire damage to everyone and consuming Molten Core. Now for Magma Eruption, he summons pools of magma at the player's location for 2 minutes. Each pool will inflict fire damage to all players who stand within them. You have a few seconds before they actually spawn. You'll see where they're going to be. You just need to run away. Now, during the fight, he summons unstable slag elementals. These slag elementals summon flame from a kiln, unleashing a torrent of fire every 2 seconds. Each torrent inflicts fire damage to 2 random players. Now, if the elemental reaches one of the kilns, which is these giant little stone pillars you see here, they become empowered, inflicting fire damage to all players every 3 seconds. So you need to kill them before they reach the kilns.
First, I break you will never be free.
Forget something?
And once you get this part done and Kuroman's still alive, you can talk to him and acquire him as a follower for your garrison, which I already have. But as you see, this is all good now. This was the end of Slagmaul Mines. This has been Asterion from Asterion Gaming, asking you to please like and subscribe to these videos. And also go check out the Twitch channel. We stream 5 out of the 7 days of the week. So, I'll see you guys in the next video.